button. All right, guys. Well, welcome to this call on Saturday, April 4th. My name is Kevin Biaggi. If you guys don't know me, my beautiful wife, Stacy, and I run and work with the Jeunesse Junction Facebook page. And I'm just so happy that you guys all took a little bit of time out on this Easter weekend to hear about all the exciting things that are going down with our business right now. Just wanted to give some quick acknowledgement out there. As always, thank you so much to my beautiful wife, Stacy, who I love so dearly. And without you, there is no possible way that we could be making any of this possible. Thanks to you as well, Rick Gutman, my sponsor in this business. You've taught me a whole lot, and I really, really appreciate all the leadership. You lead by example, sir, and so happy that you have a new girlfriend and that you are in love, brother. So that is amazing. That is good stuff. As you guys know, Daniel Behrens and I have been coming up with a very simplified process for what we're going to have for when you're enrolling new distributors. A lot of people have been saying in the Junction, there's too much information all over the place. I don't really know what to send people to give them information about becoming a distributor. There's a little bit of chaos on what to do with first week assignments, or what should I be doing in my first week, what should I be doing in my first 30 days, etc. So we've been beta testing a really, really simplified version of step-by-step process of kind of what we want to be doing and what we all want to be doing together. We really want to be trying to march to the same beat of the same drum. We want to send a consistent message. That's how massive duplication in this industry happens. And so we really need to get everybody on the same page so that we can just explode our businesses. Our volume right now in our business just continues to steadily climb each and every week. The chaos in the Junction has just been phenomenal. I can't even begin to tell you how ecstatic I am about the momentum and the volume that we're seeing. And believe me, there's a lot of people who are starting to rank advance. There's a lot of people who are putting the pedal to the metal, and they're really starting to get this thing cranking. And they're going to start to see an explosion in their business in the upcoming weeks as well. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit tonight, just a couple Junction housekeeping notes. Jeunesse Junction's Facebook page. I just wanted to talk about a couple things. We've been reassessing that page. We've been reassessing a little bit about what's been going on that page, and I want to let you guys know that the first and most important thing about that page is that it's supposed to be a positive, uplifting environment where we can all encourage each other, congratulate each other, welcome each other, post different product posts so that we can all learn about the different products together. But I want to encourage you guys to keep the negativity, or keep any sort of negativity out of the Jeunesse Junction, right? That's not to say that this isn't a perfect world. I'm not stupid. I understand that there is going to be some challenges that arise, but what I know about this industry is negative should go upstream, and positive should be in a community and an environment. So if you guys have any issues, call myself, message me, message Stacy, message Rick. We can handle it, right? But we have a lot of visitors and potential distributors sitting in the Jeunesse Junction that are watching everything we're doing. So we want to make sure that, you know, we're a welcoming, positive, uplifting environment, right? If we've had a little bit of a shipping issue, or, you know, something like this goes on, it's not really a place to post in the Junction, right? So enough said about that on that side of the housekeeping. Another thing that we've been talking about, right, is all these new potential distributors that we're adding. And I'm going to be the first to tell you that Stacy and I did this first, and you guys kind of followed our lead. So I will be the first to apologize for that one. But I think that looking back, I'm not sure that we should be welcoming potential distributors constantly into the Junction, right? The Junction is a place where distributors can welcome other distributors. I don't think it's a problem if we add potential distributors to the Junction, but what I don't want to see is almost every single post of welcome this person, they're looking, they're interested, welcome this person, they might be joining. It sends the wrong message. It sends a message to all the people who are looking that everyone's looking and nobody's joining. So does that make sense to you guys? I think it'd be better to add them, tell them it's a secret group, we're going to add you so you can look around, but to actually welcome them to the group, let's make that a privilege that comes when you join the team. We want potentials to see everybody joining and not everybody just looking. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about just the industry, anti-aging. It's a $1 trillion industry. I've never seen anything like the instantly ageless product that we have. The reason that we're just exploding is because we have a product that shows results that zaps 10 years off your face in less than 2 minutes. And it's absolutely just mind-boggling. And I know we're coming up with a sampling program. I know that a lot of us are looking for leads on Facebook, and that is great, but don't forget to target your warm market and share this with the people that you know, right? This is just an alternate way. Instead of going down to the coffee shop and talking to a stranger, now we have 1 billion people on Facebook. So this is another way we can generate customers and leads, but it's definitely meant to be in conjunction with the warm market and talking to and sampling your center of influence and working through that center of influence. So without further ado, I am so excited. I've been waiting 2 weeks to get into some of these links and some of this training that we've been putting together for you. Daniel, are you out there, man?
Yeah, I'm here, buddy.
Yeah, Daniel has been so amazing and so instrumental and has taken so much kind abuse from me this week. And in the last couple of weeks, I've been putting together this step-by-step process on what we can do as a team to kind of move everybody forward in the right direction. But Daniel has been absolutely the orchestrator of putting these pages together, coming up with these quick videos of showing new people how to order a box or how to enroll, etc. So Daniel, man, I just wanted to bring you out and recognize you and just say that I am so proud of the leader that you're becoming. And I just wanted to thank you for all the help that you've given our team in helping to simplify this process. And we've been working, I know you and I know, we've been working this process for the last couple of weeks. It's really starting to take shape. We've been using it with some of our new distributors, and our new distributors are just rolling through it like it's super easy. And what's your feedback on that, or how do you feel about how far we've come in the short amount of time?
Well, I really think that what we're working on right now is really taking shape, and I think that it's going to help a lot of people who are just getting started, essentially, kind of launch their business and really take charge of this. And yeah, I think it's going to help quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. So without further ado, I kind of want to take you through a step-by-step process. A lot of people have been saying, what do I do? What do I send a distributor, right? What do I send a potential person? So we came up with another form, a Become a Distributor form here. Hopefully those of you who are following along with the webinar, this is just another form that's very similar to like the sample form that most of you have created. And this is what we've been sending people, especially leads from Facebook or people that we're maybe not as familiar with our warm market. We're trying to take away all the objections that this industry has shown or proven to me have been obstacles in the past, right? And what some of the main obstacles are, or the barriers to entry are, cost, lack of understanding of network marketing, fear of auto ship, honestly just lack of belief in themselves, or you don't show them how to turn a profit in their business fast enough. So what Stacy and I have been using is this Become a Distributor bit.ly sample link, which we are going to show you in the first 30 days how to create for yourself so that it is your link. So we've got this Becoming a Distributor form that we can basically follow up with people and send them this information. You can see how easy it is to become a distributor. We keep it really simple. We don't want to spray a fire hose towards a potential distributor. I think that sending somebody a 30-minute YouTube video or a compensation plan or all these details, it's just like too much. You're knocking them over with information. So the idea behind our new process is take people through a step-by-step, easy to understand process where they're only having to absorb the information that they need for the day or for the week. And by the end of the first 30 days, then they will fully understand the compensation plan. They'll understand our binary system. They'll understand all the products. We'll teach them how to be active and qualified and how to get to the Sapphire ranking by buying the Ambassador Pack. But you can see very clearly here on the Becoming a Distributor form, it doesn't talk about any of that, right? Because this is the first point of contact when somebody shows interest, just telling them how to get in and how to get started. So you can see this is what we've all been doing who have been in for a while, but we haven't been able to duplicate this in verbiage or with a post or a link that we could send somebody, right? So you can pay $60 as little as, right, to get your distributorship. You can get a box of Instantly Ageless for $44. We then show them how to sell those samples through our sampling program into their warm market, right, for up to $250. And then we're going to show them quickly and simply how to use that to buy more boxes. And within the first 30 days, we're going to show them quickly how to reinvest the profits from their business, guys. That's the most important part. Nobody wants to just drop a $1,200 right out the gate, especially from Facebook leads or these types of other lead sources, because they don't know you yet. They don't trust you yet, right? It's so easy to get somebody in with a box, and you know, it's around $100. People will spend that on a steak dinner, so they'll certainly take that, especially if you can show them how to get their money back out of it in the first, you know, week with a process. Daniel, did I miss anything on this page so far? I just wanted to, you know, kind of just see, is there anything you would add here?
Well, no, not really. I mean, I think you pretty much got it summed up there, buddy.
All right, so we're going to show you guys how to create this so that when people click to enroll, it basically takes them right over to these very simple registration steps, okay? So they can basically click here, and it's going to take them directly to your Jeunesse Global enrollment application page. They can then choose their region, and they can actually toggle back and forth while they're setting up. And we put this step into basically 5 super simple to follow steps here on exactly what they need to do to register, right? So step 2, they're going to choose their region and language. Step 3, they're going to accept the terms and conditions. We're going to walk them through exactly how to enroll, how to create their web page. We are going to encourage them to sign up for a package, but it's definitely an optional choice there. But if they'd like to try any of the amazing product packages, they can select it there. And step 5, obviously, make sure that they send a friend request. This will be your form with your link so that we can go ahead and welcome them and add them to the Jeunesse Junction page. I think we've sent this out to about 20 people in the last 2 weeks. We've had 6 people enroll without even talking to us yet, and we've had probably another 3 or 4 that we've had to talk to or text back and forth first, and then send this become a distributor link to them at that point. And then they're signing up because they know how. They're not having to ask what to do, how to do it. We're just giving them a very simple, easy step-by-step process which they can follow, okay? Once your distributor enrolls, we're going to send them immediately. We're going to call them. We're going to welcome them. We're going to say, thanks so much. We want to give a new distributor a step-by-step process that they can follow and give them some sort of a goal to accomplish in their first week. Now, the next 2 forms I'm going to show you guys, and I'll say this twice just so you understand. You guys do not have to build these, okay? You've had to build your sample form. You've had to build, you're going to have to build to become a distributor and these registration steps forms because we have links that go directly to your guys' personal websites for enrollment. But these next 2 forms I'm going to show you is what we've really been working on, and we're just so excited to show you. You guys can just use these links to give to your new distributors who have just enrolled because there's nothing on them that's unique to you, so our whole team can use them. So we have these first week assignments here, and we've gone through basically all the necessity or all the necessary steps that your distributors are going to need to accomplish in their first week if they want to come out the gate with a bang. We've got easy first week steps to follow. The goal is to sell a box of Instantly Ageless sampled out up to 250. There's a method to our madness in asking our new distributors not to spend that money on a pair of stilettos or, I don't know, blouses. Do girls wear blouses anymore? I don't know. Daniel, do they? I don't even know. I'm horrible, man. But what we're going to basically do is get people to go right through a step-by-step process for the first week. And this does a couple things, you guys. The first thing it does is it kind of separates the curious from the serious, right? If they're not willing to put a little bit of time and energy into setting up their business and building this out, you don't want to spend 90% of your time with the duds. You're looking for the studs. You're looking to see what type of work ethic they have. You know, last week on my call, I talked about having work ethic. Stacy and Daniel, those 2 of the hardest working people I know. This is a home-based work-from-home business, not a do-nothing business. So one of the things that the first week assignments or first week goals page does is gives you the opportunity to see where your distributors are, where their headspace is at on how bad they really want this. So you can see we said basically, here's what we're going to do. We're going to show you how to order your first box of Instantly Ages. We're going to show you how to create your own sample form, right? We're going to show you how to set up a PayPal account, how to post your ad and get the best results, right? And then how to sell your first box in your very first week. So we went ahead and put this page together, and again, you guys can just use this link. I'm going to put all these links to become a distributor, the first week assignments, and the 30-day goals. There's 3 links that you use to get people through their first 30 days, right? From becoming a distributor all the way through their first 30 days. There's only 3 links. I'm going to put those in a really tight package on the Junction and pin them to the top for the next week so that you guys can start using these and following these and familiarizing yourself with these. And if you haven't done the first 30 days, you should go back and check and see, have I done everything on the first week assignment? Have I completed the 30-day goals, right? Because it's going to be really important as coaches and as leaders in this company that you understand and that you've completed these as well. So Daniel made a great video right here that people can click to watch to learn how to get a box. If people prefer to just go through the step-by-step, we've got it all laid out and listed here on how to order their first box and complete their order. We're going to teach them how to create their sample form like many of you have as well. We've got a sample form here basically laid out to show them, as a template what their sample form needs to look like. Many of you guys know what this form looks like because you guys have done a great job in creating this and working with us in the first several weeks here. Daniel was even nice enough to put the image right down here so you can just steal it for the top of your sample form. Thank you, Daniel.
No problem.
I'm going to teach people how to set up a PayPal account. We're going to go in and teach people how to start posting their ad, right? Do not wait for product to arrive. Start doing this right away. Going to put a video in there. And we're basically showing people right step by step exactly how to post, exactly what their post needs to look like, exactly what their post needs to say, right? Because those are the results we're getting, right? Even told people a little bit about some things to know. Not every group will allow you to post an advertisement. Don't post in groups too fast because you don't want to go to Facebook jail. Lots of us have been there before, right? So limit joining and posting to maybe 5 to 10 groups per day. And then step 5, we want to make sure we're teaching people how to then sell their first box and start getting results, right? So as we go through this process, again, we're going to teach them how to then download their J Mobile app in their first week, how to watch some of these extra J Social videos, which will start to get them moving on some of the other products and getting excited and learning. And so, again, to reiterate, the idea behind this is that we all follow a process. We all march to the same beat of the same drum, and that we're all basically feeding our new distributors baby steps. We don't want to hit them with the fire hose on the very first day. We want to get them up and running into mature executives and then upgrades within 30 days. We want to give them just little bite-sized pieces, enough they can bite off and chew and not choke. We've got at the end, make sure you're posting in the Junction that you've completed your first week goals and that you've sold your first box. And once they've done that, they're going to contact you as their coach, and we're going to give them their next assignment, which is what they need to be doing in the first 30 days. And here's the idea, you guys. We're going to get people through. There'll be a conversion rate of how many people get through, right? Not every single person is going to get through. Not every single person is going to finish 30 days, but you can darn well bet the people that do are going to be just as excited, just as knowledgeable as you, and they're going to be able to replicate this process with the people that they're bringing in. I do want to show you something else that's very important. I don't want to miss this section. Also, in the first week, we want them, once their product arrives, to sample the IA and sample that with a minimum of 5 of their closest COI, their warmest friends. Sample it. Let the product speak for itself, right? Put it on them. And the goal is 2 enrolled within the first 7 days to become a distributor, right? So we're helping them with sampling. We're helping them fund their business with profits from the sampling program. But then on top of that, we need to start right away, get them off to the quickest, fastest start possible by getting 2 of their COI in. And what I always recommend you guys, and you guys need to do this too if you haven't yet, go find the 5 people in your life that if you could barge into their living room and say, hey, throw me the keys to the car. And they would actually just, without thinking, throw you the keys to their car, right? They wouldn't have to say, where are you going? Why do you need it? That depends. You're not a very good driver. I hope they don't say that. But look for those type of people that have that trust in you that you would just literally, they would throw you the keys to their car. Go sample those people and get them in your business right away. And that's what I would be telling people as well with this section of the first week assignments, okay? So we've already had a half a dozen people get through these first week assignments. They're now diligently working on their first 30-day goals. And so let's go ahead and just move over and take a look at that. Daniel, I'll give you a chance to kind of comment. Do you see anything? I didn't want to read the entire form step by step. Everyone's going to have an opportunity to see this tonight and go through it. But anything that maybe stuck out that we were working on that I missed?
No, Kevin, I think you got that pretty much stowed up, man. Yeah, the 5 friends and the enroll 2 of them. The only thing is that you want to do this right away because the last thing you want is your 5 best friends to find out about this before you tell them about it.
Absolutely. I mean, we are moving so fast in this business, and I'm so proud of everybody who has had the work ethic and is moving fast too. I don't want to, I do want to create fear of loss, guys, because there are videos out there that are just going viral. I don't know if you've seen the new one with the gentleman with the single wrinkle line in his forehead. Dan, did you see that, man? That is just unbelievable.
I know. I was seriously blown away. It's a little bit of a longer video, but like the result is off the charts.
I mean, okay, so just to give you an idea, you guys, so Becky Hurley's video has like 4.5 million views in 4 months, right? So pretty darn good. This guy just put one out. He's out of Las Vegas. He just posted this on March 31st. So what is that, like 5 days ago? It has almost 1 million views. It has like 870,000 views, you guys, in like 4 days. I mean, this thing is spreading like wildfire. And timing is so important in this industry. I can just tell you after the last 2.5 years being involved with this industry that timing is everything. And there is no better time than right now to continue just head down, pedal to the metal, running for the stars, because there's been so many people that have come in and paved the way and chopped down the trees, and now we're in this place right now in time. There's this moment in time, a window of opportunity where the masses have not come down the trail yet, and we don't even need our axes because enough people have gone through the growing pains with this company and chopped down the trees for us. All we have to do is just run through the forest before the rest of the masses come through, and it's going to be phenomenal. So, there's my little soapbox spiel in the middle of these sample form or these process forms for timing, and timing being everything. So just keep up the good work there. So once your new distributor has finished their first week and their first week assignments / goals, we want to give them just a few clear things to focus on, which is selling that first box and making that $250. Now they're feeling really good. Their belief system is high. They've created a sample form. They're sampling it out. They've signed 1 or 2 people up. They're like, man, what's the next step? Like, now what do I do, right? Like, I don't even, all I'm doing is retailing this. Is there more money to be made? So we've got this 30-day goal plan. So we congratulate them for starting out, finishing and completing their first week with a bang. They're taking charge of their life. And then we start outlining the purpose of this training for over the next 23 days, which is to really just notch it up and start cranking out the cash and really show them how to max out the comp plan. We're going to spend more time focusing on why it makes sense to upgrade to the ambassador pack, why it makes sense because we're going to start teaching them about the compensation plan, about customer acquisition bonuses, about team matching bonuses, about levels on their enroller tree. And if I'm speaking a crazy language to some of the newer people out there, that's why we have these first week and 30-day goals that you guys can start looking through and learning about all this stuff so that you guys can get up to par and up to speed and ramp your business up with the rest of us. Now that we have these processes, it's going to be just so much easier for all of us to share this with new people. So basically, we've got 5 more easy steps. The first week was 5 steps. The next 30 days is 5 steps. We try to get it really consistent. We're trying to show them how to basically turn now 3 to 5 boxes into up to 1250, right? And there's an exact reason that we're doing this. Because I want to stop for a minute. This is really well thought out. We didn't just huck this together, if you will. You can see in this training we will cover, okay, I want to kind of highlight this just so you guys can really see how thought out this is. We're going to teach them how to reinvest the profits from the first week so that they funded their money, their business, with the profits from the first week. So they're not coming out of pocket more than $100. We're going to teach them how to reinvest those profits into a minimum of 3 and up to 5 boxes. And the reason why is because if we encourage them to buy a minimum of 3, and some of you don't even know this yet, but there's method to this madness. They bought the 1 box in the first week and a minimum of 3 within the first 30 days. That gives them 100 CV, which makes them all active in the business, and they don't even know it. Now, if they bought a product pack when they enrolled, they would have 100 CV and they would be active anyway. But because we're trying to teach people how to come in and reinvest in their business, we want to make sure that they buy a minimum of 4 boxes in their first 30 days, right? That's this 3 plus the 1 they bought in week 1. Because without even understanding the compensation plan yet, they're going to get active with their 100 CV, and that's going to help every single person in the business, right? So we're going to teach them how to create that become a distributor form that I just shared with you guys a few moments ago. We're going to teach them now the importance of becoming fully qualified and what are the other ways of getting paid other than just retailing and sampling, right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to use that to fund our business, but what about all the other great ways that Jeunesse pays you? Let's learn about those. Let's become a product of the product. Let's learn how to set up our auto ship. Let's learn then how to upgrade to ambassador and why that's important, right? Becoming a product of the product. I mean, we have so many great products, as many as 14 products, and most of them have white papers, meaning that they've been scientifically proven in a lab, right? Not because Jeunesse says so, but because independent studies say that they work. And, I just want to overly focus on this for 1 second. All of our products are amazing. It's super important to be able to understand and know all of them because sustainability within this industry means you have to have more than 1 product. Jeunesse was the fastest growing and still is the fastest growing direct sales company in the world right now, according to the DSA, which is the Direct Sellers Association. So again, it's not something that Jeunesse claims. It's the DSA is like the holy grail, the who's who of credibility on who's the fastest growing. And they've been growing this fast for the last 6 years, and they didn't even have the instantly ageless product, right? Their Luminous serum, which is their restorative serum with human growth factors, is more popular worldwide still than the instantly ageless. And you don't want to rely on 1 product. We want to rely on 1 product because it's the crowbar. It will get us in the door with our customers and with ourselves. But once you get in the door, you want to make sure that there's so many other products at your customers' fingertips. I mean, if you look at a company like, I won't say the name, but a specific juice company that was out there maybe a decade ago that had such a huge run and they went to $1 billion in a very short amount of time. But the problem was they only had really 1 product, right? So that saturated the market. So I'll get off the soapbox on this one, but you guys, it's very important, and please understand, we want to lead with the IA in the first 30 days because it's a very quick way to reinvest in our business, but all the other products are necessary for long-term sustainable success in your business. You don't want to open up a sandwich shop and just sell cheese. You need all the ingredients, and you need a full youth enhancement system to make this work effectively. So I'll just kind of keep going here on this training. Again, step 1, reinvest in yourself by ordering, 3 or, as Daniel said here, 5 boxes. We're going to continue to sample that out. We're going to continue to show people how to do that. We're going to show them how to create their becoming a distributor form. We're going to show them how to make a document on that. We've used the Become a Distributor form here link to kind of give them a follow-along guide. We're going to start teaching them in step 3. Now, here's where they're going to start becoming more of a network marketer and more of a pro at understanding our business model, right? Step 3 is the importance of becoming fully qualified and the many different ways that we get paid. So we've stuck the Jeunesse compensation plan video in here that you can watch. We've then talked about building a team. We want to have, another 5 to 10 people that we're meeting with and enrolling another 2. So we had 2 in the first week and 2 more in the next 30 days. So our goal is going to be 4 distributors for our new distributors, or 4 team members for our new distributors in the first month. We're going to talk about becoming a product of the product, some things to know, how to set up their auto ship. I want to talk about that for a second. Jeunesse has a really cool auto ship program. They have an auto ship called conditional auto ship, and they have an auto ship called the unconditional auto ship. You have to have 100 CV in your first 30 days to become active, which is why we've set this plan up to get people a minimum of 100 CV so that they become qualified and active. But to remain active in this business, you have to have a minimum of 60 CV for every 30-day period of time after. What the conditional auto ship does is you can up to 60 or more CV, and it will only charge your auto ship if you don't have 60 CV of product ordered in the last 30 days. So it's a really neat safety net, because most of you are going to be constantly ordering more product and more IA, and like my wife orders like 3 or 4 boxes every day. So like if we had a conditional auto ship set up, which we do, we would never get hit on that auto ship because we always have a minimum of 60 CV every 30 days, which keeps us qualified and active in the business. And again, if I'm speaking gibberish, that's why you guys need to go back and go through these 30-day goals yourself so that you start to understand our compensation plan and our definitions of active versus inactive and whatnot. So the conditional auto ship's great. I think Daniel even put this in here somewhere. Yeah, you did over here. And then step 5, we want to listen to the opportunity overview. We want to learn more about the industry, and we want to listen to this audio from Rick Gutman about our business. I think it's right about this time where they're ready to fully absorb and understand everything that Rick's talking about on this call, and teaching them the importance of upgrading to the ambassador pack so that they can start having the matching bonuses and the residual incomes to their 3rd levels, and all the things that go along with maxing the comp plan out and making sure that they have all the products on hand. So Daniel, I know this is a lot of information. We've worked really, really extremely hard in coming up with this process. I've got a little bit more to talk about, but anything that I just maybe grazed over too fast? We've been looking at this thing until our eyeballs have fallen out over the last 2 weeks, and I realize a lot of you guys are just looking at this for the first time. But again, we will be posting this up in a pinned post in the Junction for y'all to use with your new distributors for the first week and their 30-day goals. And you can even learn how to make your Become a Distributor form by looking here in the 30-day goals section. Anything to mention there, Daniel?
No, not really. I mean, I was just following along, and I was trying to think of something that I could add, but the only thing that jumped out was the comp plan video. And definitely, if you haven't listened to Rick Gutman's audio on this, you guys definitely want to check that out. It's a great audio.
Absolutely. No, for sure. And a couple of the other things that we're going to be doing with this young team is, as you guys start rank advancing to the executive position, right, that's the first goal is executive. That means you have 100 CVs, which means you're active in the business. You've enrolled a minimum of 2 distributors, one on your left and one on your right, that also have. And as soon as you do that, you become an executive. And very, very soon, we're going to start having executive and hire calls where we're the days of the week will be to be determined. But on these calls, we're going to be doing a lot more game planning. I'm going to be doing a lot more leadership training. We're going to be doing more intense comp plan training, things that maybe these calls aren't as appropriate for. We'll start setting up these team calls on Sunday night, and they won't always be as detailed as these, because I understand this call is a little intense for somebody who just joined last week. This call was really intended to get my up-and-coming leaders get this information in their hands so that we could all start following a simple, easy-to-follow process so that as we bring people in over the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, we can duplicate because we all have a system to follow. And so I'm going to move these types of high level or higher end type of calls over to an executive or higher position. So once you rank advance to that executive, you'll be getting those emails or opportunities to come into those calls and learn more about leadership and how to manage a team and what to say and just how to become a great and awesome leader. By the time you're an executive, you're coaching at least 2 people. So that's when you're going to start needing some coaching experience and coaching training. It would be silly to do that to someone who doesn't have a distributor yet in their business. Next week, we're going to bring out Rick Gutman. Rick Gutman is just absolutely an amazing human being. For those of you guys who don't know him, his background is network marketing. He's been full-time in this industry for almost 8 years now. He's been a 7-figure earner for, I believe, like 5 out of those 8 years. And everything he touches turns to gold. Every move he makes just is the right one. And he's going to speak to us a little bit next week about just his experience and what he's found in the industry and why this opportunity right now is just on fire. And I just want to let you guys know, thank you so much for everything that you guys are doing. Keep your foot down on the gas. Don't slow down. You guys are all doing amazing. If you just wanted to just take a minute to encourage you guys. And again, move fast. Have a great night. Have a great Easter, a great holiday with your families. And we'll see you next Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific with Rick Gutman. And we'll be putting all this stuff up on the Junction. Take care, you guys. Have a great night.